Good morning. I hope everybody's having a great day. Well, here we go again. Impeachment 2, provoking civil unrest. It just seems like that the Democrats can't get enough of overplaying their hand, and they're going to try to overplay their hand once again. Now, impeachment is as dumb as it could possibly be. By the time that they could get this thing enacted, by the time that anything could be done, President Trump would have 15 minutes left in office at most. And probably the clock will just run out on it. I don't think that they've got time to accomplish anything. So the whole thing would be completely symbolic. But symbolic of what? Symbolic of revenge? They want vengeance, and they want it bad. They want vengeance on the Republicans. They want vengeance on the American people. And they want everybody that had anything to do with Trump pay. This has been a stated goal of the Democratic Party for some time now. They're making their list. They're checking it twice. They're going to try to make sure that they clear out and destroy all vestiges of conservatism and America First agenda. The second reason is that impeachment's only going to strengthen the resolve of Americans on the right to resist rule by the Americans that are on the left. Americans on the right are a proud people. They're not going to cow lightly to the left. And even if, and they do, have control of the House, the Senate, and the White House, that doesn't mean that the American people are just going to roll over and die. It doesn't mean that 75 million people that voted for Trump are all of a sudden going to love socialism. They just have this thing in their mind that because something bad happened on the 6th of January, and I don't want to be like Ilhan Omar, oh, well, some people did something. No, there was protesters that came into the White House, and they should not have. Now, is the whole thing as dire as it's being made out to be by the media? I don't think so. If this thing was a true coup or an insurrection, these people would have had weapons. They'd have had a plan. They'd have had a leader. And you can't say that Donald Trump was some leader of this. He called for a peaceful protest the whole entire time. There's nothing in his speech. I've gone through his speech, and there is nothing there that says you should go into the White House, that you should have a riot, that you should be violent. There's just nothing there that says that. And I know that the Democrats are going to be, oh, there's dog whistles. Well, dog whistles don't hold up in court. This whole thing is doing nothing but making people mad, and it's only going to serve the purpose of further dividing the country. It's really sad that the Democrats can't see that their little impeachment thing is only going to serve to do exactly what they claim Trump did. So once again, it's going to be the pot calling the kettle black. My third point on this impeachment is this just a vision of things to come? We know that AOC has called for the resignation of Ted Cruz, of Josh Hawley, but why? You know, she's got her reasons of saying, oh, well, you know, they were complicit in inciting this mob and all this different thing. But it's all it does is tells me is, are they coming after us? So are they going to try to clean out the Republicans from the top and then come for the Republicans at lower levels and then just come after everyone who has any bit of conservatism in them? Where will their vengeance end? How far do they want to push it? This impeachment tells me that they're pretty unhinged. There's just a few days left of Trump's term. That's all it is to it. My fourth point is, if the left wants to posture for civil war, this is a great way to do it. I don't want a civil war. Most Americans don't want a civil war. At this point, Trump has said he's leaving the White House on the 20th. He's not happy about it. He doesn't have to be happy about it, and neither do any of us. But the left doesn't have to posture for continued hostilities. They don't have to posture anymore. They don't need to. They control both houses of the Congress, and they control the White House. So they've got everything that they wanted, and they should be happy with that. Overplaying their hand isn't going to do them a bit of good. The left has been on silencing the right. Of course, they've thrown Trump off of Twitter. They've thrown Flynn and Sidney Powell off of Twitter, probably others to follow, and they're going to do everything they can. Now, the Ayatollah Khomeini, you can still listen to his tweets and go in there and check out what he's got to say, and you can check out what the Chinese Communist Party has to say, but not the president and not anybody that supported him at the top. Now, how far will it go? The silencing? We don't know. The impeachment will tell us a lot. But I don't think most of the American people really have a stomach for this impeachment. I even know Democrats that are like, man, the battle's won. Once the battle is won for them, they should put down arms rather than try to continue the beatdown. But they're going to try to continue it. They're going to overplay their hand, and in a couple of years, their very, very thin majority in the Senate and the House could very well evaporate. So impeachment 2, I consider to be the dumbest thing I've ever heard. But then again, I consider Pelosi to be one of the dumbest people I've ever heard. She is so blinded by rage, and she is just so caught up in vengeance that she has no idea what she's doing to her own party and to her own country. Nothing that Donald Trump said can compare to what Maxine Waters said.
Do you see anybody from that cabinet in a restaurant, in a department store, at a gasoline station? You get out and you create a crowd, and you push back on them, and you tell them they're not welcome.
And nothing Donald Trump said can compare to much of what the left says on a regular basis. So that's my point on impeachment 2. If you got ideas on it, comment below. And I hope you have a great day. I'll talk to you in a while.